Hi, Aquarius. So, a lot has just moved into your sign, and you've been preparing for it for a long time. Oh man, a lot of us knew this day was going to come, and it finally came. For those of you who did know this day was going to come, you're the star now, and that is your card. Of course, I hope it falls out, but you never know. So you're the star of the show. You're the leader, and you got a lot to teach us. Also yourself. I know that there's a lot possibly going on in your mind right now about where you're gonna fit all of this, what you want to move on from, what's actually important, and knowing that whatever you decide for yourself, as long as it's in the best interest of others as well, that's like the main thing. Because that's important for everyone, though that is what you teach us, you know, to know that whatever your soul needs. So you've probably been feeling maybe a little like, I don't know if I want this, I don't know if I'm ready for this, but like the maturity is happening regardless. And it's not as bad as you think. It's not. It's not. It just isn't. And the moon probably showed you that. The Sagittarius new moon. The eclipse. It's going to help you see far and wide. Help you rid yourself of the worry. Know that you have the strength, that you have what it takes. Your counterpart, Leo. By the Leo moon, full moon, when we're in your month, next month, and you're in your season, things will probably move slow up until that point for you. You're needing to discipline yourself in a different way now. And because of everything that's going on with the stars and amongst other things, external life and, you know, the deal, you're being shown the moon's leading up until that point, especially this past new moon, this eclipse in Sagittarius. You're being shown where it is that you need to restructure yourself for the years to come. And there's a lot of good. There's a lot of amazing things for you. And there's still this slow moving until your season. Capricorn season is asking you to not fight with the pressure, but to take that pressure that you might feel, or added stress, whatever you want to call it, and put it into your vision and make room for it. You're the visionary. It might not be time to act on it, but it's the time to kind of get all the I had deja vu. All of the things out in the open with yourself, the air. Let it out with yourself so that it could become a part of the view. And so that it doesn't have to be so hard for you. Again, it's still going to be a little bit slower moving. And a couple months ago, in Scorpio season, we talked about seeing the grid. Now it's about filtering. It's about whenever you're feeling like you want to fight, put that energy into your visions. Put it into service of others. Get it out of your air. Get it out of your area. It's important. And the moons are showing you this, I'm sure. If there is a slow-moving Leo in your life, it's probably best to leave them where they are. And you might be receiving love or receiving something from a Pisces, maybe. Or if around the moon to come, the full moon in Cancer on the 30th, you might receive a gesture from someone. It could be a Leo. Just know that they're moving slow because they're learning about, I mean, we're all learning about partnership, are we not? Though they're moving slow right now because you need that. But just know, just don't let that get you stuck and caught up in not seeing the bigger picture. Don't get too narrow-minded. You're normally not that you are, but that's what can happen with Capricorns. And in Capricorn season, you're just being asked to move slow and see everything, because there's a lot to see and a lot to do. And there's no need to make sudden decisions. That's what I keep hearing from you. The focus is on you. I caught it with my foot. Essentially, we're all going through a rebirth and a death. All of us, to a certain extent. Yours just so happens to be in the eye of everyone. And it's not that you're not fine with it. It's more of like, here it is. And it can cause you to rethink some things. To move some things around. Some insight. Some rest. If this is about a Scorpio and you're feeling hurt from a Scorpio, know that rest will do you good. Here you are. If it's from a Scorpio, just know that, and this may sound cliche, though no matter what happens, and I just had a conversation with someone about this, actually my best friend, that no matter what happened, it's bringing you back to yourself. The rebirth can also be this process of you resting, taking it slow, and knowing that sometimes what breaks our heart is the antidote to realizing who we are and how we handle that moving forward. And being an air sign, there can be a fixed air sign. There can be a disconnect with that. For you right now, I don't feel that though. I feel like Capricorn season is telling you to, again, move slow, because you're going to have to make quick decisions when they come. And you'll know when they come. Because if you're thinking about it too much, or you're if you become too quick with needing to make that decision, or you start to fight with yourself about things that are rather unnecessary, you might miss it, which means you're blinded for a little bit longer than you need to be. So take things slow and know that your strengths will be used as you need them to be used. There'll be moments to use them. Though sit back until you need to. And if there's anyone making you question that right now, maybe you gotta cut them off. Maybe it's you cutting off a Scorpio. The moons are significant, I feel very strongly for you this year, especially I know it's far out, but the Leo full moon when we're in your season. And moving slow. Letting the air out. And knowing that through the frustration, through whatever those quick feelings are, through that comes the greater vision, where you can be of service to so many people and to yourself. And not to get caught in the conciseness. You'll understand what I mean by that. Don't make your superpower, your intellectual thought process, your high thoughts, I like to call them, being fixed air. Don't let that trap you. You know? Allow yourself to take things slow. Allow yourself to continuously do what you're already doing. Yes, you're taking on a lot. Things are switching up for you, but it's good for you. You're leading by example. And there are some things that aren't known to you yet, but you're doing it for the long haul. You're building something, adding to something that's been laid out by Capricorn. And this season wants you to kind of take a step-by-step focus until we get to your season, which is next month. This is about feeling so much like yourself. And you've been feeling that more and more lately, for sure. But this is different. You have a lot of strength, and you know that it needs to be used for the long run. So that's what's really important. It's for the long run. And rest is necessary for everything. Spirituality is everything. So it's for your mind, your body, everything needs that rest. Especially for the things that have hurt you, that break your heart. It's like the poet in me is like, the shit that breaks your heart, those things, those yearnings or longings or love, it's painful, but there's a beauty about it. And if you look around the world, that can kind of look around at the world right now, the small things hold the most beauty, do they not? I don't know. I'm in awe. I love this for you. You got this. You are the star now. Dia, stars on the tree. Want to see it? Ooh, can barely see it, but yeah. And we'll take a look at them. Extended readings will be on Patreon soon. Check below for the link. They will be up this month, right after the video. What else? One-on-one readings will be up there as well. So excited. And a few other things. So check it out. And I will see you next month. I love you. It's almost your time. Even more. Get used to the spotlight. Love you. Hi, Aquarius. Thank you for your patience. I have been very sick. More migraines than anything else. And soreness. But here we are. If I could just fix this for you. Here you are. So, the transits may have caused you to completely go from fighting with yourself to being really considerate and clear about what you actually want and what your soul wants, what your heart wants, what your pure desires are here. And it seems like it switched rather easily, possibly with the moon. And the Leo full moon will be really important for you as well. And it will be really important for you to be clear about your intentions or what you want and what you're asking for, and how you're acting on that by the Leo full moon. Also, by your new moon. So your month is going to be really important. But this Capricorn season is asking you to be really clear, but also really kind to yourself. Really, there's a romantic aspect to how you're treating yourself right now. Very soft, very pure. Things that you used to fight about with yourself or with other people have now decided to dissipate, because the moons will continuously show you this, but the moons recently are showing you clearly where it is that you no longer need to put your energy, especially with the shift from Jupiter and Saturn into your sign, because you're being asked to be more receptive and responsible in how you act, right? You've been preparing for this for a while, and you've gained clarity from the moon showing you where you're still, or where you have been not allowing certain currencies to flow through you, certain energy to flow through to you, especially the strength that you've gained. The strength that you've gained with moving slow, and things moving slow, things that have once moved slow are going to start to move a little bit quicker. But basically here, this very much represents Saturn to me. So you're gaining the strength now, and you will continuously gain the strength in the next couple years. But Capricorn season, because it is ruled by Saturn, will definitely show you where your strengths lie and where your weaknesses lie. And it's important for you to be, it's not about being judgmental on yourself or going back to this fight. It's more of like, just see those things clearly and know that you're going to be working on both your strengths and weaknesses and how they play out together in your future. And well, especially right now in Capricorn season. And this will bring you a lot of power, and the power will be in the discipline of this, so that you don't get caught up in too much about putting pressure on yourself, so that you close up and you take all the air in the room without saying anything, right? Does that make sense to you? Also, though, if there is a Leo in your life that seems to be playing you, I would cut them out, or just be really just notice how you feel after being around them. If there is an air sign male in your life who is also you feel like they're playing with you, notice that they're probably just very insecure. And it's important to maybe create boundaries around them, because bottom of the deck, 9 of Wands is being pointed out to me right now. You just didn't know up until this point. So you have the strength to move away from a lot of things that have once broken your heart. And your rebirth process will be through, an astrologer said this to me and I love this, and it's coming up right now, is that to allow the planets to work on you. So allowing yourself to go through this process of rebirth and of your responsibility, about your accountability, these disciplined aspects of Saturn, and then reaping the rewards of Jupiter, that karma. So whatever once has broken your heart, or wherever you're caught up in your head and your heart, those things all have so much to teach you. They have so much to, they're going to become, your intuition is going to grow from learning from them and resting and reflecting. Your rebirth is for you. So your being the star of the show has its ups and downs, like we talked about the strengths and weaknesses. So right now, your whatever has hurt you is ultimately going to become this greater, give you the ability to greater tap into this amazing insight and intuition you have. And I'm just looking at this bird right now. I don't think I've ever really noticed that. That's what Aquarius is. It's this bird to me that sits on top of the tree and sees everything and learns how to see the clear perspective of the greater collective. And the only way you learn that personally is to go through whatever you need to go through with yourself. So what you didn't know before is now going to be a really big asset to how you decide your future relationships to be, how you decide to cut certain things out of your life. And so this month is going to feel like a lot of puzzle pieces that just don't fit. And by the time we get to your season, it's going to be very clear to you that what you didn't know, you know now, and you have so much more space in your head and your mind, because you'll know what's important right now, and that which will set you up for the next few years. That's Capricorn. And there might be a Gemini in your life that's really important to you. Also, if there's a Scorpio in your life, they're just not if they're not able to express their love to you, then they just aren't able. Scorpios right now are learning about their toxicity, a lot of them. So if there's someone who can't be what you may need them to be, it's just important to kind of let it go, because they might not be able to show up at all. And it will end up hurting you in the long run. So just know that. But really, I do think this is more about you and what you learned in Scorpio season, and how that's going to help you further go through this transformation that you're going through, becoming more of yourself. And by your season, you're going to see clearly what needs to be, like where the field needs to be cleared, and how much clarity you have on that, and how unapologetic you're going to be because of it, which is dope. So lots of learning this month, and lots of putting it into action. Not so much words, but action is really important right now. Okay? So not only be kind to yourself, but intimacy, sensuality. That's what starts off your month, if it hasn't started already. And just allow the moon to show you and guide you in terms of whatever is being revealed, whatever shadows are being revealed of you, your weaknesses, your strengths. Just see them for what they are, and know that it's not of course it's personal, but it's not so much personal right now in terms of the stars. It's more of like, this is what you're learning to help the greater collective. This is about your destiny, your purpose. It's about you, but it's a greater than you as well. So, and I love that for you. High thoughts, baby. I love you very much, and I will see you in your season. Bye, Aquarius. Oh, extendeds. Extendeds will be a little late because I had a little problem with Patreon, so I'm gonna record that now. But they will be up soon, so just check back and it will be under a link below. I will leave my email if you want to work with me one-on-one until the Patreon is up. Okay? All right. I love you.